fine. No.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers.
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by...
Oh, okay.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply... Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a harsher method.
Got it.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the...
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw...
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really going on.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on...
Koichi, wait for me here.
Oh, no you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, that intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so...
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. I'm confident I can protect myself.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui... You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you can say the same.
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end. We can't let this opportunity go to waste.
Guess that means I win.
All right. Same plan as usual. We split up. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act. Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal. That's it. Now's my chance.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew. That was close. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance. I made it! That'll show my sister. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode?
What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing? I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably had enough of this job. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our... Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to the deep... Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natlan don't know how to use it.
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep...
You really want to keep going?
Of course! We make a good team, don't you think?
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You'll regret that!
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right?
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not...
I know. I'm already
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us.
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar with this...
I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patient. I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along...
My patience. That's so nice of them.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natlan.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers...
I accept. Thank you.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
Yummies! What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she actually—
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel—
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. On the off chance something like that were to— But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how— I guess you're right. But I don't have—
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing—
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor,
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients.
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decisions.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses when things go wrong.
That's just not true.
You think I don't have—
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is—
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down, so we'll always have our differences. But still, we get along in our own way.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right.
Be my guest. Come on. See you later, Traveler and Paimon. I'll be back once everything—
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Bye, you two. Take care of yourselves out there.
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right? Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go over everything that we know so—
Sorry for popping up out of no—
why do you look so awkward?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to—
Awesome! Just give us your orders!
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news. Remember what we talked about before?
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan. And Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain.
I agree with your hypothesis. And just now, I confirmed it myself. Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so there's no way— Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan as a whole.
I'm not surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on— Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye— All these years of calling me Granny.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right? That couldn't have been easy.
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe, dropping by random houses. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a—
Wait, what are you saying?
Look. Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable. And this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his—
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more—
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this—
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything.
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away!
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track— I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll get mad at me for that?
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. I didn't stop the ceremony, but if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a— Yeah, you're right. First anger, then tears.
You're just making it worse, Traveler!
I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, refuses to see me, I don't care. And I won't blame him. A family does—
You sure you'll be okay? We can come with you if you want.
Did you just say you'll come?
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because, right, we need lead—
You really— fine, you can come. Just promise me you'll see this through.
Don't worry, we're professional adventurers!
Then I place my trust in your professionalism. All right, time to sneak into someone else's memory and engage in— you heard it here first. I wouldn't be doing this if I had any— Are you ready?
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future. And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Can't complain. What you up to?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating.
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Only if you're up. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden.
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people that just
appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're If you run into them, be careful.
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling...
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying and now he's leaving? He gave up just like... Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with... I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon...
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem... He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and...
What is it?
My lord, I feel dizzy.
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander up.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Night Wind. How did he know that? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and... However, there's no reason to over-engage. Information is our first...
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. Never heard of him, and now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual.
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately.
Yes, sir!
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there.
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time.
The time for idle observation. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little...
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that.
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn... You... heard something from here.
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast is the
And yet, one of those very beasts...
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So, I felt like...
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not...
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her. So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise.
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're
strange. Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eastli, someone capable of communicating with the Wyab. And the Wyab are the key to information.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes. I see. Interesting.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Traveler, Paimon.
Paimon's fine, just,
Of course. I'm just... After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn. Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away. I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got...
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family! Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say!
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Anyway, back to what...
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to... What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But how does that help with the abyss?
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected. Oh, this is big.
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning. Auroran's memory...
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natlan? Oh, we've got to...
Yes, she needs to know about...